great to have you here, Logan.
Thank
you
you.
walked
It's nice
in
to
and
be
you
here.
said 2 words, holy something.
Yeah, holy shit. I mean, this place is insane.
Do you really like it?
Yeah, it's really nice.
I kind of think it's like a nightclub.
It is like it's very blue. I mean, over there, you guys don't see that on camera, but it's very blue over here.
We'll pan to it later so
Yeah,
people don't
a lot
think.
of blue lights.
Yes, and we have
Black
our celebrity
lights.
pillow.
Yeah, a lot of people's faces on a pillow.
It kind of wigged you out when you walked in.
Yeah, no, I'm just, sensory overload.
It's been
nice.
Yes.
It's cool.
So second installment of this film. I know you've said it's epic and bigger than before.
It is, yeah.
In what sense?
Oh, in every sense. I mean, if you're gonna make a sequel to Percy Jackson, you gotta make it bigger and please the fans. So the stakes are raised and the creatures are bigger. The conflict's bigger.
So compared to the first one, because I know the first one there was a ton of green screen, I know there's
Yeah.
a ton in this, but you said too that they actually built a lot of the monsters. So you're not
Yeah,
acting opposite a tennis ball through the entire film.
Not through the entire film.
The only part of the film.
A part of the film. I mean, a good portion of it is
Isn't
green
it fun
screen
acting
and all
opposite
that.
a tennis ball? They give so much, don't they?
Yeah, they give a lot. Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad. But yeah. There were a lot of actors that were in like prosthetic makeup and stuff like that, dressed up as the characters, and then retouched with visual effects and stuff.
See, that's
like
a
that.
job I would not want to have. 15 hours of makeup a day.
It's really intense, and these guys suffer through it for the scene and stuff like that. So
And you have
pretty
some
admirable.
new people. You have Levin, who we just had in here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she's a real surfer. So water is
Yeah.
like her thing. Are you, even though you're playing the son of Poseidon, are you a water guy or no?
Yeah. I mean, I like the water, but I'm not like Levin. I'm not like surfing every day.
So I know you grew up acting.
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
grew up, at what age? Because I think I read that you took sort of a hiatus at one point. Because I think when you start that young, you just go, okay, this is great, this is fun.
Yeah, I was just doing it. I was just like, hey, it gets me out of school.
It wasn't like you were 2 going, I want to be the next Russell Crowe.
No. I wasn't like serious about it or anything. I just kind of started, and I grew up in LA, and it's really accessible to like, try it out.
It's not like people who jump on a bus or a plane and.
No, it's not like a big risk. There wasn't like.
You can go around the corner and go to an audition and then go back to school.
Yeah, it wasn't like a big, leap of faith or anything. It was just like, oh, it's here, and you can audition and stuff. And I did, and I just got work at a young age. And but yeah, there was a period of time where I had like a bad experience on a film as a kid, and I quit. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm 8 years old. I'm quitting. I'm out of here. I'm not doing this
I'm
anymore.
like, sorry guys, I'm leaving.
You worked with, so like Russell Crowe and Jim Carrey and so many great actors working, growing up.
Yeah.
Do you get starstruck ever? At this point, or you? Just
Yeah,
kind of second nature?
oddly, I mean, with people like I mean, I wouldn't typically think that I would be like starstruck by, but sometimes, yeah.
Who would be somebody that, or somebody you've met? Didn't you
someone I've
meet Paul McCartney once?
Yeah, that was the biggest. That was the biggest moment in my life. Yeah.
Biggest moment of your life?
I'd say yeah.
Not Young Hollywood? Like you said, holy
Yeah, no, his holy Paul McCartney is like.
is a whole other holy.
No, he's like the biggest inspirations like ever. But yeah, I'm a big fan of his. Yeah, it was that was really cool.
What did you say to him? What did he say to you?
Actually, he was at a screening of a movie that I did, and he was very complimentary and really nice, and it was weird to get compliments from a guy you respect so much and like admire. So I was just like, thank you, I love you.
You told him you loved him? That's a good icebreaker.
I might have said that. I don't really remember exactly, but I was like, in my mind,
It was
I'll do
all
it.
a big fog.
Take me with you, yeah.
So speaking of big names, I know you've got a lot of other
Be.
films coming up too. Perks of Being a Wallflower. I think so many people sort of said, wow, like who's that guy? Off of that
Thank
film,
you.
do you still get a lot of feedback off of that role?
Yeah, I mean that film opened up a lot of
Yeah.
doors for me, and for me it was just a lucky find that I just jumped on, and I really liked it.
So beyond acting, do you see yourself directing, producing down the road?
Yeah, those are all things that I aspire to do. All of which takes time and. It takes the right timing and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, hopefully there'll be a period of time where I feel comfortable enough to dive into those, mediums.
Well, I know this film is all about God and gods and goddesses. Who would
Yeah.
you sort of say is your god or goddess of film, like either a director or?
Oh, I mean, there's a long list of gods for me in terms of filmmakers and stuff like that. I guess like David Fincher, I'm a huge fan of. Grew up really loving his work. Paul Thomas Anderson, people like that.
So this time around, was it easier?
Yeah. I mean, it was a lot easier because I mean, we basically laid out the groundwork on the first movie and asked all the questions about Percy's background, and we I learned how to sword fight and all those things, and
Because you use that in your life all the time, right?
all the time.
Yeah.
You'd be
It really comes in
surprised.
handy, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it's old school, but that's the way I roll. And but it was a lot easier jumping into the second film, and I mean with that training on the
Yeah.
first one and everything. So.
And how many more do we have to expect? How many more Percy installments?
I guess that's up to
That's up
the-
to America.
It's up to the
And the
It's
world.
up to the world. I mean, I'm a fan of the series, and if it does well and people see it and fans like it and people like it, then we can do a bunch of them.
Well, I know you have a lot of fans here at Young Hollywood, and we thank you for coming in.
No, thank you.
Come back anytime to our
Thank
little nightclub.
Thank you very much. No, thanks for
Thanks.
having me.